What up? What I want to talk about today, or tonight, is a word that has a negative connotation about it. But depending on how you look at it, it could, just like with anything else, it could lead to good things. The word I'm talking about today is the word fragile, fragility. As a kid, a cousin of mine, he once told me that I was fragile. And for some reason that always stuck with me. I never forgot that. But he said because my body was weak, my bones could be easily broken because he was grabbing it, trying to break it. But then putting that aside, I know that fragility is a real concept that people tend to look down upon because fragility is pretty much weakness. Something that is fragile, is something that can be easily broken or easily shattered or easily taken apart.
Just like that.
So typically people do not want that. People do not want to be seen as fragile. They want to be seen as strong. But the thing about being fragile is accepting a weakness or accepting that you may have a fault in some area in your life, whether it be physically, mentally, spiritually, can lead to an abundance of breakthrough. For example, mankind has understood that they have two legs, as opposed to a horse who has four legs. And the horses run really fast. Because of the fragility of a man compared to a horse, and understanding a horse is very strong and powerful, mankind has utilized the horse for the benefit. Or you have what is known as horsepower in cars, because horsepower is an indicator of a car's ability to run well, to work well. I'm not a car mechanic, but I'm just giving you what I understand. What I understand is in terms of the concept of being fragile and using your fragility to understand that this is a better way to approach something. For example, someone who's sick, someone who has diabetes, someone who has cancer, someone who has hypertension. Understanding that fragility and that themselves can lead to an improvement of lifestyle, a healthier way of living, to the point where that thing that originally was ailing you is no longer as much of a factor as it was before. So the understanding of a weakness or something that could be easily broken can help you take precautions to not have it be broken. So that's the importance of fragility. And one thing I want to also say is that I was talking to a doctor today, and I explained to him why I didn't want something to be done procedure-wise. And in that way, I said that I'm looking at this procedure as more evidence of my weakness, my inability to be strong in a particular area. So I continue to talk about the fragileness, the fragility of humans, mankind. And I told him, look at the technology, look at the lives that have been built from mankind's hands and mankind's mind, right? But then you look at how strong we are and also how weak we are in terms of we can make a plane and go across the world. But if we get sad in the heart, that could be it for us. Like that, those two things, those two opposing things, make such a wonder to me. Where we have the ability to accomplish so much greatness, but then we also have the ability to bring so much destruction. And when I think about my own fragility, my own weaknesses in my body, sometimes I think about the destruction that the body, mankind could bring. Then I also think about the fact that I'm here today talking, despite my ailments, and I don't see it as such. I see it as I can accomplish so much with what I have, and that's the point of this message today. Through my fragility, through my weaknesses in my body, I've come to understand and be grateful for what I do have, because there was a time where I didn't have the ability to do what I'm doing now. When you come to that understanding and come to a mindset of gratitude, then I believe that's when you can really make a breakthrough in yourself, in your house, in your home, in your society. Who knows, the world.